I remember to turn down the sound bar on the intro, ready for the alarm.
Yeah, that alarm is deafening.
Yeah, we'll fix that one day. It wakes everyone up ready for the start of the show, though, so I like it. So, welcome everyone to episode 2 of Tea Time Tuesday. My name's Ash, joined by the Ginner as usual, and newcomer Redders is finally back.
Hello.
He's out of the Stone Age. He's got his internet connection back up and running.
Back like a bad rash. I missed you guys.
How's it going?
It's going great, mate. Into my new flat now, so got my internet back up and running. I am ready to start podcasting.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, you're on the best show ever for that.
I am.
Hip and up-to-date one.
The one and only.
Fabiolus one.
It's Fabiolus.
I know. We haven't even got a little dancing gif in this show with Fabio, so sorry, guys. But yeah, so we're going to jump straight in. We're not going to bother with what we've been playing because no one cares. So
we ain't got time for that shit.
Yeah, we ain't got time for that. We play games. Everyone else does. You know it. So our first topic, our starter this week, is one that's caused a bit of people up in arms on Twitter in the last couple of days regarding the length of video games. The developers of Dying Light 2 posted up that to 100% fully completely complete the game, it was going to take 500 hours, to which there was a lot of people spitting the dummies out. So they then retracted that and said...
I don't get it. I read it and it made me angry, the fact that they had to come out and explain why the game was so long. We've become a generation of people that just want 8 to 12 hour one and dones. If you're paying 60 quid for a game, why is more content a bad thing? Do you know what I mean? Oh my God.
But what's funny though, they came out the day after and said, yeah, but the story is only 20 hours.
This is what I mean.
And people went,
why do they even come out and defend it in the first place? That's the thing. It's mind-blowing to me. Oh my God, how dare you give me so much content? Get a fucking grip. Seriously. Because when is getting more a bad thing?
Clearly is, though. Clearly is.
Yeah. Let's do that today. I noticed people are complaining, 500 hours, I'm not playing that. Well, don't fucking play it. No one's holding a gun to your head saying you've got to play this for 5 hours.
Yeah, I agree. It baffles me because, some games, they do drag, but, Assassin's Creed, we were just on about Valhalla, there's a lot of shit to the side. But if you just did the story and didn't do all the searchy-findy stuff, it was a fair length. It was enough length.
40, 50 hours.
Yeah, it's another 100 odd hours afterwards, but
this is the thing.
The length of said.
Yeah, it's 500 hours, but no one's making you play it. That's the thing. You don't have to play it. You don't have to be that diehard, need to get everything, need to explore everywhere kind of player. You can play it casually. There's no need to throw such a massive paddy at Techland for having 500 hours worth of content, because people have been proper raging over it on Twitter as well, which has been fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it baffles me. The fact they came out. I get why they said it originally, because the 500 hours was a big look how long this game's going to be. We've got loads of content.
But people would complain if it was only 8 hours. This is the thing. They would complain if it's too short. They complain if it's too long. What the fuck is wrong with people?
I think the graphic they used on the second day, saying it's 20 hours for this, it's so much for this, it's 500 if you play every difficulty. They should have just put that out the first time.
Yeah,
why do they have to put it out at all?
Well, because there's idiots out there, and some idiots saw there's 500 hours and went, there's a 500-hour campaign. Christ, I'm not going to finish that. I'm not bothering with this game.
Well, don't. No one's asking you to.
Do you think
it's a 20-hour campaign? I'm on board.
An age of sort of entitledness. It's just we're living in an age of stupidity.
Yeah,
because I think they're just thick. Honestly,
This is the problem. Like, people have gotten so accustomed to 8 to 12-hour one and dones. Like, you only have to play it once, last you 10 hours. Oh, great, yeah, take my fucking 60 quid. That's ridiculous. You should feel happy knowing that you've got hundreds of hours worth of gameplay in that game. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
It's
I
just.
say, I mean, I'm quite happy for the extra time. I'm not gonna lie. Would I play 500 hours of it? Probably not. No, I've got a life, but the amount of content there
I've
is
seen the
nice
games
to
you
have.
play. You've got no bloody life. don't you lie to everyone.
This is the life. Sat on a podcast next to a fake virtual fire.
2 fake virtual fires.
I'm just waiting for you to show off your glass of wine, like you're like a distinguished gentleman that you are.
I said that we all need like thingy jackets and little what do you call them?
You need an unbuttoned shirt with
Wingback
the
chairs
gin
and
afro.
hunter jackets. Is what we need.
I've got Ginner here, look, with his little fire and his little lights. Loves it.
I do.
Are you taking a photo of yourself? Is Ryu like holding a phone so you can sort of selfie yourself in that video?
Live streaming on
Look
the
at
Insta.
that sexy man.
Right.
He's TikToking while he does this podcast. That's what he's doing.
So I can comment to people if they
Sure is.
comment.
Muppet in chat. How's it going, Muppet? Hope you're having a good week, mate.
But yeah, so I mean, what? Obviously, I think we all agree 500 hours is fine if that's for like a full-on completion. I still don't understand why everyone got so fucking angry about it.
People complain about everything. It's one of the main things I hate about the gaming community these days. Is like everyone wants to get offended about everything. Games are too short. Games are too long. Like
the graphics aren't realistic enough. The graphics are too realistic.
Oh, look, the fruit doesn't move when you shoot it. Like, fucking Christ. Is there anything people won't bitch about?
Yeah, there's loads.
Everything. People complain about
it. Is literally everything at this point.
Yeah, they need more wholesome games in the world, clearly. So everyone should play really wholesome games like Alva, the Wildlife.
Just give me Pac-Man. Just give me 100 Pac-Man games. That'll solve everything.
Everyone who gets
I don't
angry
want to have to think.
Anyone who gets angry on Twitter should be forced to play Omno to calm down, I think. Someone's decided to hoover.
It's I get why. Like, I mean, people don't want to pay 500, but the way they're going about it, like, anyone would think they got a gun to their head saying you have to play this for 500 hours. You haven't. You can play it as much as you like. You can play it, when you like. No one's saying smash this for 500 hours now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's not like you can't even finish the game in that. I mean, you can get the full story out of the way within that amount of time. Do you know what I mean? So,
I don't mind it. I mean, I played The Witcher 3. That was, 150, 160 hours. You got Assassin's Creed, 150, 160 hours, full completion. It's not a big deal. It's really not. I mean, the campaign's even shorter than that. So just enjoy it. I mean, it's like the first major release of this year. Why not just enjoy it rather than bitch about how long it's going to take?
Yeah, it crazy.
Gone are the days where people fucking enjoy games. You know what I mean?
What's that? Enjoy games? You don't enjoy games anymore. You support games or whatever Ubisoft or
support developers.
Square Enix said the other day. Square Enix on its Enix CEO said
support the developers. Complain about 500 hours of content.
You don't enjoy games. You buy NFTs now. That's the world.
Oh yeah.
There's people online the other day saying most important things in games, and they had graphics, story, gameplay. And it's like, you motherfuckers, everything that's wrong with gaming. Because if gameplay is not top of your list for a game, you've got fucking issues. Like,
I don't. Gameplay and story can sometimes be switched. Because if the story is really, really good, you can get away with the gameplay not being as good. Whereas if gameplay is perfect and the story is dog, it's still not that great a game. Does that make sense? So I feel like those two can flip, but graphics should always be bottom, in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't care about resolutions. As you know, I like frame rates. If you can give me a solid frame rate with decent gameplay, that's all I need. I don't Give me that, and I don't care how many fucking hours
I'm
I've
not
got
involved about frame rates. I mean, as long as it's not like chugging, I don't care.
Mate, it's only this gen we've started getting that though, isn't it? Like last gen, a lot of games are sub 30, and it's just fucking unplayable, man.
Yeah, but that you were used to it then, so no one cared. That's the joy.
If you care about frame rate, you need to get you a little monitor like this, Red. It's perfect. See?
Oh my God,
don't miss
mate,
a bit.
It's
Look at
too small.
120
it's just
FPS
too
fireplace.
I don't think the video is 120 FPS, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can't now, mate.
Has yours got a little fire guard on it?
It has, yeah.
Oh, mine's not safe for kids, mine.
Well, yours has at the bottom. I think we got the same fire. They just zoomed in more on yours.
It's probably someone else pretending it's their video. That's why they just thought. Yeah, this is a royalty-free video, according to YouTube. After they nicked it from someone else. Oh,
so what have you guys been playing recently? Anything decent?
Assassin's Creed Valhalla, all 7,000 hours of it.
Mate, I'm telling you, you're gonna get so annoyed by that game by the time you get to the end of it. I warned you going in. It's brutal, especially when you've only got collectibles to do.
What I'm doing now is I'm going to do like one region at a time and take a break between them. Just clear everything out, take a break, clear them.
Yeah,
I'm not going to really.
You have to take it in bits. You can't just. I mean, I did it by. I went to I get the missions for an area. I'd go to that area before I even bothered with the missions. I would just go and do all the collectibles, and then I would play the missions in that area. And Eternal Shaddai. Hello, mate.
Welcome. We're all good. We're all here enjoying the fire.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at this. Look, guys. Look at this. This is high quality stuff you get on this channel. Look. Make sure you like.
I think Shaddai's checking out the competition, isn't he?
Check out the videos and hit that notification button and subscribe. Look at that. Look at those fancy overlays. Oof.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember, Ash. Shaddai is he's on Good Morning Xbox with Nukem.
Oh, nice.
Commenting when we said we were going to have a party v party Halo tournament. Apparently, he's very good.
The top tier us. Apart from Red, he was bad. He's bottom tier.
I am fucking awful. I'm not gonna lie.
Red is the guy we literally you strap the grenades to you stick him up and you run him into your opponent.
I was doing all right, and then I took that break, and ever since I come back, everyone's got better, and I've got worse. So it's not a good combination.
I think Fabio and that were always bad. But yeah, thank you for joining us. Like I say, it's nice to see you all in the live chat. If you're enjoying it, just hit that like button. It means a lot. Helps us rise up the YouTube masters. Whatever it is, I've stopped trying.
So
we're looking in there and we say Amico 3 times and the views go up. That's what it is. The angry comments come out, but the views go up.
So what have you been playing, Jin? Anything decent? Are you still playing Halo?
Well, I've put a bit of time into Halo. Yeah, I'm level 94 now on the Game Pass, the Battle Pass. Got Game Pass on the mind. I managed to finish all the weekly challenges last week, which nice. I was up till 4:15 Saturday morning. Very, very proud of myself.
Cool.
I've been playing some Magic card game, which Ash gave to me to review for the channel. And one thing I realized very quickly is I am awful at card games. And my ass kicked repeatedly. And now I've got the hang of it. I now have to do like deck management and shuffle my card. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying.
I can't remember what that game is, but yeah. We've got some to give away though soon, so we'll be giving them away on the Discord in the future. So you lucky people. I tell you what I have been playing though. I started playing The Pedestrian on Game Pass. That's a nice.
I was going to play that
puzzle game where you're like going in between the street signs and that. Really well done. Like the backgrounds and everything are fantastic. The puzzles itself aren't really that difficult, but just the presentation is really, really good. I must admit, I give it that, and it's on Game Pass. But still, Fort Boyard, the game, like everyone should play Fort Boyard, the escape room. It's amazingly bad. And if you like Fort Boyard,
on there.
Pardon? No, it's got. We said this the other day. They've got the midget guy, the dwarf guy. I don't need to say much anymore. Apologies if I'm offending people. But he looks spot on like the guy I remember on British show, but I believe it's based on the American show, which baffles me. So there's no Dirty Den murdering people, and there's no Melinda Messenger sort of making it interesting. But then you go into like these little rooms to do the quest, and I'm like, I remember like they had like sand pouring on their head and had to stick the fingers in pipes and shit to get keys. And this one, you're like carrying bags into an elevator and popping bubbles, and then you're riding a giant mechanical dinosaur. And I was like, I don't remember this in Fort Boyard, but if this is what the Americans have got, they got a much cooler version. Like they got the better version than we did. Our version was shit then.
Yeah.
All I remember was like,
hello, dude. Always good to
you've
see
got to
you.
hurry up. You've got to hurry up, and they always get locked out, like locked in the door, don't they? Because they never listen to the friends.
Yeah. It was just a shit Crystal Maze, wasn't it? Let's be fair.
It's Timmy V2 in chat. Always good to see you too, dude.
Hello. Welcome. I look fucking rough tonight. I look dead.
Tonight? Always it rough?
I cut coffee out and caffeine out in New Year. I'm still recovering.
Like £10 of shit in a £5 bag.
That's it, yeah. No, that's that picture Gina put up in bloody Twitter earlier. My missus saw that.
Oh, we need to dig that out. Yeah, we've got to dig that out and show the world.
Was he like a bag of ferrets?
Show the world. Show the world a
COVID photo when he had COVID and he looked rough.
Yeah, I had COVID, in fairness. I was very fucking ill. I couldn't string a sentence together. I could barely stay awake for more than an hour a day. I was in a bad place.
You look like you'd shit yourself. Yeah, you're in the outwards and you were just sat up at the toilet like, what have I done?
You look like you've been out.
Looking at your intestines below you. That's how fucking rough you look.
You look like you'd been out on a massive bender, did a shitload of drugs, and could not remember where you put your unicorn. It was like that. You look absolutely hanging.
Like he just dropped his fucking kebab. He was like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh man, the stories we can tell. Oh, I tell you what, someone did say.
If you picture Nick Frost at the end of Shaun of the Dead, that's how Gina looks.
The zombie version.
Yeah.
In his shed.
Amazing.
Hello, Alistair. Thanks for joining.
What's up, dude?
Don't forget you can catch mine and Alistair's Retro podcast tomorrow.
Hey.
On the
one of the new shows, isn't it?
One of the new shows we relaunched technically with the relaunch of the old one, but we launched one last week, which is talking about the Intellivision Amico, and then this week's is about the GameCube.
Amico.
My man, they love it on YouTube. They started infighting in the comments. It was amazing. It's like the Warzone. The lovers and the haters of it. They're like battling it out. Do you know, like the Star Trek things with the big sword fucking things? I can't remember what they're called.
Sword.
Yeah, I don't know what they're called though. That's what they're doing in the comments, and I'm loving it every time. It's amazing.
Were they fighting about your pronunciation and whether you were right or not?
No, I was totally wrong. I was calling it the Amico for an hour, and it's the Amico. I literally say Amico at the beginning, and then I just ignore that and say it how I want to say it.
Tomato, isn't it?
It's gone from it's a roller coaster of a ride. I highly recommend people jump in the comments and just look at it. It's hilarious. So this is a scam. It's not coming out, and then there's all those people like, I've played it. It's fantastic, and like I think they're all going to start like an Anchorman when they start fighting. That's what I imagine it's going to be like at the end.
Can you play Abandoned on it?
No, no. You can play Earthworm Jim 4 at some point on it. Which is all I'm waiting for, really.
So what's everyone in chat been playing this week? Go on, let us know.
Yeah, let us know. What do you guys think is the appropriate length of time for a game? Is 500 hours for like a fun forward completion, 100% platinum achievement, 1000G, whatever it is on the Switch? Do they even have achievements, Steam achievements? Is 500 hours complete too much for you? Do you prefer it to be like 20 minutes? Do you prefer 2-hour games? Like, what is your like cream? I mean, nowadays I prefer something to be about 2 to 6 hours, just because I don't have time. But I do like a really long game, and if it is sort of like if I say Valhalla, I've put 150 hours into, and I still play it, but I don't go to a lot of them. I have to pick and choose basically. So
I've been meaning to play Dead Cells. I think I started it and then never bothered to play it.
There's a new DLC out for it as well. Just come out.
I thought they made a second one. Is it just DLC?
No, it's a DLC, but the base game is on Game Pass, so technically you can just buy the cheap-ass DLC.
Oh, okay.
And play it through Game Pass if you really want.
I've been playing that the Rift Breaker. I think I posted about it on Twitter. That's I caught an article. It was either an article or a comment. It was like Rift Breaker, the best game, one of the best games on Game Pass you're not playing, and so I thought I'd check it out. And it's a fucking time vampire. It's just like Minecraft. You start playing it, you just lose hours. I lost like 4 or 5 hours to it in one sitting just playing it. It's like it reminds me a lot of Command and Conquer. Obviously, you don't control troops and stuff, but you have to build a base and you have to defend the base from waves of enemies, and you got to go out and farm resources. It's fucking brilliant. A really good game.
Nice.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. There's a lot of cool shit on Game Pass.
I'm still trying to get us all on Minecraft, you fuckers.
Yeah,
I've got that Disneyland DLC. I want to go to Disneyland. So let us all get into Disneyland. I've just been in real life. I want to see how close it is.
Minecraft has been a bit disappointing on the Series X. I honestly thought they were going to, because like when they first announced it, it was like, oh, got ray tracing. I was like, all right, cool. And then nothing ever came of it.
It runs worse on the Series X than it did on my One X. It's like a lot more jittery. The draw distance isn't as good even when you turn it up to the max. It doesn't run well at all.
Maybe that's why they kind of like quietly just stopped promoting it. Because I remember when the Series X got announced, it was like, oh, we've got ray tracing. Now look at this Minecraft world with ray tracing. It was like, all right, cool. And then
I read something about this actually. It was because it has to be compatible with every version. Like at the moment, I've got it on PC, Series X, and my phone. And if I log out of my X, switch it on my phone, I'm exactly where I was on the exact same maps, exact same skins. So when they implement all the ray tracing and all that, it has to still be sort of compatible. And I don't think they can get it to. I don't think the team's big enough to get it to work. Do you know what I mean? So I think
that's a shame, because Minecraft with ray tracing is absolutely gorgeous. It's like a completely different game, isn't it? It'd be nice to get that on
I have
console.
a question about this. It has to work everywhere thing. Why? They had an Xbox edition that they released, which is why it ran better on One X than it does on this. And then they kind of said, we're not supporting this anymore. We're just supporting base Minecraft, and you have to play that now. And that version runs shit compared to the version that they built just for Xbox. So why not just use the version you built just for Xbox and just give that some ray tracing and keep supporting it? You know, I'm a dev. It must be that easy. You just press the button.
Was it a case of them? Was it a case of them moving the team off Minecraft and putting them on Dungeons? Was that the situation?
No, because there's a team working on Dungeons. There's a team working on a new Minecraft IP, and there's a team doing Minecraft. But you got to think that they've got this store, and a lot of the content, like the Sonic DLC, and I think the Minions and a load of those, they're not made by Microsoft or the Minecraft team. They're like fan made, and they make money through the store, so it has to be compatible for all that. I don't think. I was
going to say Minecraft is
texture packs and stuff, but
Minecraft is still making a lot of money. Shit. Still making a shitload of money for them.
It's still the biggest game in the world, I think.
Yeah,
money wise,
it's got to be up there with World of Warcraft now, isn't it?
Way more than Warcraft.
Warcraft's
way more.
Dead, isn't it?
It's got 3 billion players. It's massive.
Yeah, compared to what it used to be. I mean,
oh man, I used to love that game. I fucking spent 11 years of my life playing World of Warcraft, and then after Mr. Pandaria, I was like, this is fucking shit. Every expansion is just reskinned mobs, quests exactly the same. I can't stand games where it's like, go there and kill 50 of these, you come back, go back there and now collect 50 of these. Well, I was just fucking there. Why not just give me the quest at the same time?
It's the one where they're like, can you take a letter to this person? No, fuck off. There's a postman for that.
And I remember there was a quest in Hillsbrad. It was like, go to Taran Mill and collect 30 human skulls, and you kill them, and they weren't dropping human skulls. And you're killing humans, not getting human skulls. Like, well, what the fuck am I killing then if there's no skulls? And you used to spend ages there fucking doing that.
This is why I played Lord of the Rings online instead, because instead of that, you ran around delivering pies. without being caught by fat people. There's no better game than
Game
that.
of the year.
Oh man, I keep thinking of going back to it, but I'll just lose my soul.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't want to put myself in a situation where I can play a game like that again. You ever see that movie Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
I was thinking if a game like that ever existed, I would lose my life to it. I would become I get really obsessed with games like that, and I deliberately go out of my way now to not play them. 150 hours is my max.
Isn't Free Guy just like
I don't hate
GTA
MMOs
online now?
Yeah, I don't hate MMOs. I just they just take so much time, man.
Yeah,
it's a lot of time. It's a lot of time just running around doing nothing. I mean, one of the things I loved about World of Warcraft was the social aspect. Yeah. And I made a lot of good friends through World of Warcraft, and then
they're all dead to you now.
Yeah, they're all dead to me. They mean nothing to me now. They don't get Christmas cards anymore.
All those items you got NFTs, you'd be rich now.
They brought in. I started losing interest when they brought in looking for group, because suddenly everybody was an expert, and then everyone was trying to tell everyone else how to play their class. I was like, this is fucking crap now. Like, you weren't even getting in raids, and now because you got looking for group, suddenly you know how to play your fucking character. It's like, this is crap.
I like the looking for group in WoW because I started playing WoW just to have a go, and I just kept joining randomers, and I was shit, and you could tell they were getting frustrated with voice chat, and I couldn't hear any of it, and I was just sort of like. Amazing.
Shit, man! I used to love the raids where you had to be in a guild. Like, you had to be in it. You had to establish yourself in a guild to actually raid, and that was when it was fun for me. And I'm not saying that it was elitist or anything like that. Just you had to put in some thought into building up your character properly, your spec. You couldn't just fucking turn up, do shit damage, and then that's fine. Like, you actually have to learn your character, and that's what I loved about it. And people used to talk to each other properly, and now it's like, you're a shit priest. This is how you play it. And like, fuck off. Don't play for that shit.
Oh.
Anyway.
Yeah, let's move on to topic 2.
Another Redders rant.
Back to your favourite company, Redders. Ubisoft Plus has been announced for Xbox.
I'm okay with it. The only thing I don't like about it is they're trying to charge. I would have liked it to have been more like EA Play, where it's included in the price of Game Pass Ultimate. But other than that, I've got no problem with it. I thought it's a clever move, especially to take attention away from everything else that's going on at Ubisoft. I think from a PR standpoint, it's a good move.
Yeah, I wish I don't mind stuff like that because it's more games for cheaper. I mean. Ubisoft games, you get all the DLC with it and everything with the Ultimate pack of it. And it depends on the pricing. Like, I already sub for Game Pass Ultimate. I play a lot of games on it, but if I'm subbing to another thing on top of that, I've got to then play a lot of Ubisoft games. And can I put that much time into Ubisoft games that are already out? Like, I own most of the Ubisoft games I want.
Yeah,
like they're always on sale.
Am I right in saying that with the subscription, you get access to all their brand new games as well?
So day one.
Yeah, you get the Ubisoft Plus. You get the standard, and then with the advanced version, I can't remember what the tier is. You get all the DLCs included and everything as well.
See, as much as I attack Ubisoft, they do make my favorite games. So I mean, for future titles going forward, it's a good idea for me to get that.
So I think the top one's like £13 a month, and you get the games day and date, DLCs, and you also get battle passes for the games that use them, like Hyperscape or whatever that shit when they made was.
That's quite good then.
It's fucking awful, wasn't it?
Yeah. I really wanted to like that game. I know I discussed it last week. Every week I'm going to bring up how disappointed I was with that game. So better move on.
Do you know what I'm disappointed? I paid for that EA the Rocket Arena, and then they made it free to play a month later. I was fucking feeling, we're effing and jeffing. Like, I paid good money for this, and it's actually a really good game, but no one plays it, unfortunately. But the fact that they made it free a month later in EA Play, I would feel.
What was that Ubisoft one where you were on rollerblades and you had to play basketball?
No, that was EA.
That's
okay.
Well.
They released a beta for this game, and it was absolutely dog shit. And then I've never heard anything about it again. So
it was that good.
I know the one you're on about. It was like it was a skating rink, wasn't it?
It looked like the Amazonian thing where they have the hoops on the wall and you've got to put the ball through
Yeah,
it.
it looked good.
All right.
I didn't realize it got cancelled.
Awful game.
No idea. I'm still looking forward to that epic one. Did you check that one out after I told you?
I have. Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Looks good,
Very
doesn't it?
good.
It's basically Fortnite without the building, without the guns, and like wrestling moves.
Yeah.
What isn't to like?
What I don't get is why, because it's the same engine, same company, etc. They didn't just allow you to use your skins from Fortnite and transfer them across. So you've got two places you could sell your skins. So if someone doesn't play Fortnite, they might like this one, and they're still buying the skins. Instead, they've got a shit rip-off Balrog skin, or if you pre-order, you get what is blatantly a Ryu and Ken in a really fat suit rip-offs, like as pre-order bonuses. So
the pre-order bonuses are shit, aren't they?
Yeah.
Was it Bleeding Edge?
Bleeding Edge. It won't Bleeding
Edge.
I
enjoyed that. That game deserved a better fate, I think.
Yeah.
I think they released it with too little content. I think that was the only issue.
I quite enjoyed Bleeding Edge. I played it to the 1,000 gamer score. I haven't touched it since because it's just two maps, isn't it? Just two little maps, two little game modes, and not enough characters. But the costumes and the different abilities were awesome.
It definitely deserved a better fate, that game. I thought it was a really cool, and not only that, like the servers were fucking awful as well, weren't they? They were proper laggy and rubber bandy.
And that's
if you're going to release a game that's actually primarily focused online, you've got to get that shit right. Because if you launch the game and the online servers are dog shit, people aren't going to stick around and play it. They're going to give up on it in a few days.
Well, that's right. I played with my mates and we did the beta for it. And we loved it, and but they were like, "Oh, I'm getting a bit bored. It needs more stuff." Like, and then it launched and it was literally the same game. And I was like, "Oh, should we jump on?" They went, "No, I'm not playing this game."
Sounds like Halo Infinite multiplayer. That.
You wash your fucking mouth out.
Launch with same beta content seems exactly the same. There's nothing. What's been added to Halo Infinite? Not one new map yet. It's been a month.
Playlist.
Yeah. Whoa!
Super
I can finally
Fiesta.
play the playlist that I've been in every Halo game since ever.
Correction, it's got Fiesta. It doesn't have Super Fiesta yet. So.
I'll tell you what, man, I can't wait for Dying Light 2. I'm so excited. Although it's Techland, so you can guarantee it's going to launch fucking buggy and broken because the first one did. And to be fair, didn't they make Dead Island as well?
Yeah, Dead Island 1 where you get in the car and your car will float into the sky randomly.
That game was a fucking mess as well.
Dead Island.
Little masterpiece, Dead Island. I think you're fine.
No
bugs at all.
I would, if Dying Light 2 comes out without any issues, I will eat my fucking hat. I really will. Because every game they pushed out has had massive, buggy, broken fucking issues.
To be fair, I'm sure Dying Light was just Dead Island 3. They just wanted to rename it so they could flog it without all the bad karma. It's the same fucking setting.
I fucking love Dying Light. I thought that was excellent. I actually played that with It's Timmy V2, and it's when you're playing it for the first time and it gets nighttime and you fucking get the warning that you need to find shelter and shit. That was quite a scary experience. That's what I liked about it. You got the adrenaline going. So I'm hoping they keep that same sort of atmosphere in the second one. My nose is really itchy. I'm sorry, I'm not cokehead. I'm just my nose is really itchy. I don't know, as I'm sitting here just twitching my nose all the fucking time. But
apparently the first one's now got FPS and HDR boost as well.
Yeah, I was going to pick it up the other day, but I was fucking skint. It was in a sale for 11 quid.
It's not bad.
Yeah, shocking.
Was that the ultimate grey silver mega edition?
That wasn't the platinum edition. That was just the what's it called? The DLC edition. You know, it came out.
I think the platinum's on sale right now. To be fair,
yeah, $14.99.
First like end of year sort of sale. But yeah,
it's still there Friday. I
picked up the remaster for like £1 or £2.
Yeah, I had it. It's physical.
Dead Island. Even though it's a bit of a buggy mess, it's still fun.
When I binned off all my my physicals and went digital only, I got rid of it. I had it. Fucking great game. The Following. There it is. Got it.
I know what you mean.
Following. Yeah.
Check that fire out. Look, nice and warm.
That game pissed me off as well because I remember doing the DLC. I did the DLC for it, and there was this achievement where you got to kill, I think it was like 10 zombies with electric arrows during the Bozak Horde. But to do that, you had to complete it in a certain amount of time. But then they brought out the DLC, and it would give you the recipe, which would void the achievement. Like if you got given the recipe and killed them that way, it would void the achievement.
Wow.
Yeah, it was, and they never went back and fixed it, and I was irate for ages about that. So
we've got to all agree though, Dying Light and Dead Island are no Dead Rising because that's just better. But
So I never got into Dead Rising like that. I played Dead Rising, but they didn't really do anything for me. There was too much. I started playing them at a time where I was really into my achievement hunting, and all the achievements in them were absolute bollocks. So I was like,
yeah. If you like achievements, you'll lose your will. Like getting the 50, 80 bazillion thousand kills, and you're like, oh my god, I'm just literally grinding. But as a game
everybody as well, haven't you?
As a game, you just play for
survives.
Good. Yeah.
Dead Rising 3 was fun, to be fair. I like Dead Rising 3. I thought that game took too much flack for no reason.
Yeah, Dead Rising 3 was really good at launch for a launch game.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
2 is really good, and Off the Record is probably my favourite just because it's got Frank West and it's just 2.
I didn't like 4 very much. 4 was a bit meh.
I enjoyed 4 because it was just an easy... It did remove a lot of the sort of core mechanics, like the time limits and stuff, but I enjoyed the sort of how much better quality the game was, like the graphics and the controls and the amount of zombies and the environments were fantastic. But yeah, the time limits I missed in some aspects, but then I also didn't miss at all in others. So
yeah, absolutely.
And then they brought the game mode out with the time limits on afterwards, which was a bitch. I finished it with 10 seconds to spare. You get an hour to do it. And I got to this last bit and there was a boss. Not a boss, but a big, heavy guy blocking this door I had to get through. And he kept fucking knocking me back. And when I finally got through, I literally sprinted to get to the end of the game. And I beat it with 10 seconds left. I've never shit myself. I had to replay something so hard in my life. And it's got a golf mini game, which I haven't played yet, which I really want to play. Yeah. Where you're smacking zombies around for golf, which sounds amazing.
I reckon we'll get an announcement of a new one soon.
I don't think we will. It's been in development hell. They shut the studio down, didn't they, that were doing it? They changed it to a open world parkoury zombie game. What does that sound like?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
and then it got shut down. There's a really good video online about it. I can't remember who did it. It might be What Happened. I can't remember, but it's a really good sort of half-hour show about it. But yeah, I really hope they do another Dead Rising. I hope it's an Xbox. An Xbox should support it because they were the Dead Rising console originally. Before they sort of gave up with it, but I really want another Dead Rising so bad, so bloody bad.
What's the topic? I've completely forgot.
It was Ubisoft Plus on Xbox.
All right, No,
I think we're all in agreement. It's cool. I'd like to see something with Game Pass, whether it be Game Pass Ultimate perks or some sort of integration in the future.
I think they will integrate it down the road. I think that'll be the next step.
I think they just want to get as much cash out of it originally as possible before they integrate it. So
just include the price with Games of Gold. Fucking Game Pass Ultimate. Bump the price up by $3 or $4 quid. Jobs are good.
Can we just sacrifice Games with Gold for it? Because Games with Gold is shit.
Sure. I don't get why they still have Games for Gold. And to be fair, I don't get why they still have fucking Xbox Live Gold to begin with.
I think they keep Games with Gold for Twitter traffic because everyone goes on and complains about it. That's it. It's got to be. Because you look at what PlayStation get for free and other companies. You should see what Stadia Pro members get for free. They get loads of cool games. And then you look at Xbox and you're like, here's a 15-year-old Xbox Live Arcade game no one liked when it came out.
And they'll claim it's worth £25 still.
They don't need to be in that position anymore, do they? Because they got Game Pass. They don't need to put these great games for Games of Gold because they want to lure people into a Game Pass subscription. So that's why you'll see them promoting what's coming to Game Pass this month, and then there's loads of bangers, and they're here comes Games of Gold. And it's the shit they've literally scraped out the bottom of the barrel and fed you.
I just love they claim those games are worth 100 quid every time.
Yeah, they're not.
Look at these 4 games you can buy for £1 each in the sale on our own store. They're worth £80.
Yeah.
What?
It's where
look at this shit that you don't want to play.
This month's is even worse. They're literally worth 50 quid. They're not even trying. They're not even trying to pretend. They're these are cheap shit. Every single one of these is worth $20. So
have this crap. If you want the good stuff, subscribe to this.
I say that though, Radiant Silvergun is a really good game, but still, Radiant Silvergun arcade port sort of thing doesn't make up for what's the other games? Aground, Neuro Voider and another Space Invaders remake. Like,
you'll be playing it and having a review up in a couple of days. You wait.
nah, I got Gina doing that. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's a good idea.
It's a good idea. It depends on pricing. I think eventually it'll move across, won't it? So
yeah, I think when they hit like 50
to be fair though,
or 35 mil Game Pass subscribers, they'll probably transfer it over.
Since EA Play came to Game Pass, they don't put games in the vault as quickly. I've noticed. Have you noticed that?
Mm-hmm.
They put them in the vault.
Unless they're shit, then they're straight in there.
Yeah.
Sup, Stubbs? How's it going, dude? Always good to see you.
Yeah, there's definitely more Xbox Live Gold subs than there is Game Pass subscribers. Of course there is. But I think eventually that number... Well, you say that, but people...
Oh, we've lost him.
He was about to kick off. That's why his computer was like, no, we can't have an Ash rant. We're not having this.
Yeah, right.
You say that, but the thing is...
So stupid. I'm back.
Where's he gone? He's back. Hey.
Yeah.
Didn't get any of what you just said.
No, I'm just saying that I could still hear you, which is really weird.
It just froze.
But yeah, there will be more Xbox Live Gold subs than Game Pass subs. But eventually that number should grow. But for some reason, people are stupid and don't subscribe to Game Pass because they like earning their own games.
They just need to merge it. I don't get why they're two different entities at this point. They should just make it one entity.
Look at that Patreon link on the bottom. So yeah, that's something for you all out there.
I was wondering what the fuck he was pointing at.
He's pointing at Ryu's penis, pulling him across the screen.
I thought he was playing with his little railway kit. I thought he was making a fucking train go around.
The tunnel goes there. Fucking there.
While Alistair's in the chat, because he made these, I'm going to show you off. I showed him earlier, but look at this. We're going to show that you can like us, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you can hit that notification bell.
They're quite cute.
How good are they? Yeah. So they'll be just coming out on the retro channel properly. But I can at least showcase them to the person who made them, so we know they work. I'm not saying I'm testing anything with this show at all. What Stubbs said. The impressive Game Pass is 200 million. They need to surpass the non-growing console market cap to impress the world. They're never going to hit 200 mil on Game Pass. Not unless they start putting XCloud into like every telly on every console.
Yeah. I think we're only.
They are sticking it on TVs, didn't they? And they said they're going to do a smart stick as well. So
I think they're. I think people are going to be surprised. I really do. I think when they start doing like Game Pass sticks, where you can play it on the cloud and shit, and people haven't got to buy consoles, I think they might do that. You know.
But Samsung are bringing out a new telly that has every other sort of gaming subscription on it, but Game Pass. Yet Samsung are normally the support.
Yeah, because then Microsoft are trying to do their own thing, though, aren't they? That's why.
Yeah, but Samsung and Microsoft announced last year they done a partnership to bring Game Pass to their TVs, and then when they launched this TV, it's the only thing not on there that's gaming related.
Unless there is rumours though they're holding off on them. That's one of the things that it could be. They're holding off because they haven't got enough server blades. Because at the moment with XCloud, you can get queues now and again because of the servers. Because the servers are Xbox, and Xbox at the moment is hard to get. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, fuck me! There was someone kicking off on Twitter about that the other day, weren't they? Fucking I got a queue for 7 minutes. Like, to get to play games on xCloud. I haven't got to do this on PS Now. Yeah, because no one's fucking using PS Now. That's why.
You can't even subscribe to PS Now on PC. I tried. I wanted to literally subscribe on the sale.
Oh, shit, I remember you doing that. Didn't you do that for a gaming game room 101? Didn't that go in the bin?
Yeah, I showed you live while we were doing it, me trying to subscribe, and it wouldn't let me. And then I messaged him on Twitter, and they said, you can't do it. And then on the website, it says you can do it. And all the screenshots were lies. Literally, their advertising said the opposite of what they told me.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit.
I think it's not like PlayStation either. They're normally a very honest company.
Yeah, right.
What do you mean?
So transparent they are. They're great.
So transparent. The guy who runs them, his nickname is Jim Lion.
Lion Jim Ryan.
Jim Ryan.
In the red corner.
They keep popping up in stock now and then.
How's it going? PS Now is crap. They should have kept the console backwards compatible.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't get why they keep hiding, but like Nintendo have done the same. They're locking all the backwards compat behind them, like the good backwards compat. Yeah, you can play PS4 games. No one cares. We want to play PS2, PS1, PS3. Do you know what I mean? And they're going to be on their own Game Pass equivalent later on.
I don't get this whole fucking, oh yeah, we've got a free tier system coming. Well, why do you need to make it so fucking convoluted? There's no need to have a free tier system. Have PS Now Plus. Simple.
Then you just get rid of PS Now and make it more expensive but good. Like, people will pay if it's good.
Yeah.
If I can play all the PS1 games, I will fucking sign up for it on PC. Do you know what I mean? Or on PlayStation 5 if I've got one by then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I love PS1 games and PS2 games, and the fact that they don't let us play them anywhere is mind-boggling.
That's one of the reasons why I prefer Xbox at the moment to PlayStation. It's because they had the mindset to not only think forward but also think backward. So,
they've kneecapped that fucking thing now, haven't they?
There's only so much.
Put a couple of bullets in
there was only so much they could do, though, weren't there? Like, after you got to get licenses and fucking all that shit. I mean, if a developer doesn't want the game,
they haven't even brought out half their own Microsoft games. It's bullshit. Why can't they add old Microsoft PC games to PC Game Pass? Give me Magic School Bus games. God damn it! They were published by Microsoft, developed by Microsoft Studios. I want Magic School Bus point-and-click adventure games on PC Game Pass. Do it, Phil.
Alistair's right. I don't want to fucking stream them. I mean, even with Game Pass, I mean, you can play it on xCloud now, but I always download them. I don't play on xCloud.
My xCloud don't work on my console. I cannot get it to work. I can get it to work on my laptop.
When I didn't have internet and I was staying, somewhere else, I mean, the xCloud was great because I could just literally load up my mum's laptop, boom, and I could literally play fucking Halo and shit. And the laptop's a pile of shit, But it was so the fact that it's all being done server side and all I needed was an internet connection, that was fucking great. But yeah. In an ideal world, I'd always prefer to download it. And play
my mate, he used to play on Xbox One with us back when it first came out, and he hasn't been online for years. Like, he never plays, never joins as much online. And then we told him about xCloud, and you could get on Halo and try Among Us and stuff, and have a blast on there. Didn't have to shell out. So he did a few nights on that with us, and then he went out and bought an Xbox Series S. So it works as a good, gimmick thing. You try it on the web browser, and then eventually, do you know what? I might just go buy one. It worked for him.
Yeah.
Also, I want to point out this video, but it said it was a 1 hour fireplace I put on at the beginning, has already ended and a new one's on. So that one was a fucking lie.
Oh yeah, you've been done, mate. You've been conned by YouTube.
It robbed me about 20 minutes, I reckon.
What's your internet speed, Stubbs? I mean, I was using a 40 meg, and it was fine for me.
It's amazing for me. It's like native. The response, it's just the resolutions.
Yeah.
They cap it. Yeah, but the actual response time was playable on my console. That is, on my console, it plays perfect.
No, it's not called xCloud anymore. It's Microsoft Cloud Gaming or something like that.
It's not xCloud.
It's still xCloud. Everyone calls it xCloud.
Yeah, it's a code name. I'm still waiting for
my internet. I get about 40 to 60 meg download on my phone.
You peasant.
On my phone and on my laptop, it plays like I say, it's responsive. It just sometimes looks a bit shit. But when I try play it through my Series X, I get half a screen of picture. The other half won't load properly. And then if I load up xCloud through the Xbox app on my laptop, it does the same. But if I go to the website through the browser, I get no problem at all. So it's a really weird, odd glitch that I can't seem to get fixed.
I was playing on a 40 meg connection on a piece of shit laptop, and I didn't have any issues. Occasionally, you'd get like a bitrate stutter, or whatever it was. But it was definitely playable and still an enjoyable experience. I think it's going to vary from person to person, isn't it?
Like mine runs fine, but at the moment I'm running on 250 download and 25 meg upload, so it's a bit better than what most people will have. And then when my gig comes on Friday, not downloading a game ever
I'll tell you
again.
what,
Living the
mate.
dream.
It's amazing. I'm still in awe the fact that I can get a gigabyte where I'm to, and my god, it's fucking insane, absolutely insane.
We'll remind Ash this when he quotes his 40 meg download again.
Yeah, my 40 meg internet connection, you peasant.
I live in middle of nowhere. Like I got.
Yeah, I mean, Cornwall, he's in Wales.
Before we got fibre here, it was like 1 meg at best.
We were quite lucky. I think
and then
we had our internet infrastructure upgraded by the EU just before we pulled out. So we ended up getting fucking crazy fibre optic down here. And because there's it's quite rural, we get good speeds. There's not anyone hogging the fucking speeds and shit. So crazy. Nice, but yeah, gigabit internet is just fucking hilarious. What's your upload going to be, Jen? Is it 100
they reckon it's about 50 to 60 on the estimate they sent.
On the gig?
Yeah, so...
Who are you with?
Virgin.
Ah, right, yeah, I'm a BT. I get 110 upload.
Oh, nice.
With a gigabyte download.
You bastard.
And I pay £9 less than what I was paying for 300 meg at my last place. So fucking win-win.
That's £9. You can get a lot of milk in Brazil.
You can. Like £9 in Brazil has got to be at least, I don't know, 40, 50 litres.
Fill a hot tub.
Yeah, you can fill a hot tub with it. I think that's how he keeps his skin so fresh, you know. I think he's bathing in it.
When I went to BT, you got your internet, just your thingy line, your phone line. So no matter what internet you had, you only paid like the line charge, which was what, like 10 quid a month.
Yeah,
which was great. But yeah, I'm desperate for some fibre to property or out. But we like I say, we got fibre. We were like one of the last places in the local area to get fibre. So I'll take it. I've got the best internet on the street, and I know this because I've had OpenReach around multiple times about thingies, and they basically rewired a load of stuff to make mine the best to stop me complaining. And he showed me the test of everyone on the street, and he's like, "You get the fastest."
I love that you're sitting there bragging about having the best 40 meg internet on your street.
Yeah. on average, it's about 55, 60, but it can go higher. But it's a bit. I'm so far away from the box. It's like fucking down the street and around the corner, the little green box.
I'm about a mile from the BT exchange, so it's not that far.
The fancy posh estate over the road from us has just got fibre to property, and the other estates around the corner had it like last year. So I'm hoping.
So it's only a matter of time then.
Yeah, I think by
my last place
this year we should have it.
I used to live in like a block of flats over in my last place, and for years, everyone within 200 feet of my property could get fibre optic, except my block of flats. We had to call OpenReach on behalf of our landlord and say, look, we want fibre to the property. And eventually, after like 6 months, they came out and installed a fibre box on the wall and hooked us up. But yeah, for like 2 years, when we were inquiring about fibre, we couldn't get it. And then, but like 100 feet in that direction, 100 feet in that direction, everywhere around us was getting fibre optic except there's one block of flats. Fucking joke. Because they're all privately owned as well. Like you have to get permission off your landlord to
get fibre. To get the box put on. But yeah, I know it's not real fibre stubs. It's fibre to cabinet. What we get here technically, and then it's copper from the cabinet to your house. I worked at BT, mate. I sold it for a living. That was my job, flogging it to grannies.
They always make it to the ghetto eventually, Ash. So I wouldn't worry.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. I mean, even fucking Fabio will get it eventually. Like, well, into fucking shacks, it's fine.
By the time he gets a gig internet, we're going to be on like 20 gig. By the time he gets
on like Japanese level.
We'll be plugged into the metaverse by the time he gets a gig.
I don't even think Fabio's got the fucking broadband yet. Is he still dialing up on a potato?
Bless him.
Rubs them together. 2 potatoes with a milk can in the middle. Some wires in. That's it.
Hooked up to a battery. Plugged into a potato.
So we'll move on to the final topic because we're coming up to that time. Oh, poor Fabio. But yeah, so PSVR 2 has been announced. Really sort of unimaginative name, PSVR 2.
Yeah.
Do you think VR gaming will ever be sort of a staple or like the norm in gaming? That's the sort of topic, sort of header.
Fabio Ben Milk. Yeah, VR is a weird one for me. I think VR to me is like the same as 3D. It's one of those gimmicks that comes along every couple of years. They haven't attempted it, realize that they can't get it fucking done well enough, and then they'll give it a rest for a few years, and then they'll come back out again in about a decade's time.
I honestly think it's only continuing at the moment because it's at an affordable price. If they hadn't got that Oculus headset at a really cheap price, which is why it's sold well, I think
people aren't buying them for the games either. They're literally buying them for porn. That's the only reason why they're buying.
I had an Oculus, the Quest 2, and it was cool. Nice having no wires. I couldn't play VR with wires again. Putting the PSVR 1 on with all the wires on, you were like wrapped up around your fucking house. You were like, fucking hell. And you'd trip over it, and you'd break your neck, and you'd be all like tied up and shit. But the Quest 2 was good.
Hang on. You were like, what?
He was playing the Jeremy Beadle simulator, wasn't he?
Oh, fuck. But so basically, I don't see them being... I just can't see it ever being like the norm. It'll always be niche, and it'll never grow to the huge amounts needed to for the AAA games. I know there are some investments. I know there are some AAA games.
I think the coolest VR out there is the one you can get with that treadmill, and you can literally walk in a 360.
Yeah.
And run
but who's got that?
That's how it needs to be. Yeah,
do you want to be tired? Do you want to run around strapped in like a fucking
if I'm fucking
thing on a treadmill, running around
if I've got this fucking helmet on and everything I'm doing in the game is happening like around me, I want to be able to fucking
do it in real life. Fucking.
But then you don't need a fucking VR headset, then do you? You just do it in real life.
Exactly. That's the point of VR, not being necessary.
Be like a normal person, just go and buy a gun and shoot people in real life. You don't need a VR headset for that.
Well, you don't. You're a sad freak that wants to do that. VR in the way.
I saw a really interesting documentary about it called Ready Player One.
Yeah,
and that really kind of showed the way.
But that's VR was like Ready Player One. Fair play. I would be in with VR. I think that'd be awesome.
Oh, it will be eventually.
DeLorean away from King Kong. Fucking that's it. Find some magic egg or something that gets me loads of money at the end. I can't remember if it's an egg or not. I can't remember. Simon Pegg was in it right at the end, and he's like, "Here's your keys. You're now like Willy Wonka, but clearly not. It was like a knockoff Willy Wonka film, wasn't it?
Big plot hole. Oh, the gamers have to finish this race. No one's ever finished this race. You go backwards. Yeah, like no person who plays games would ever think, I'm going to go fucking backwards because going forwards doesn't work all the time.
Yeah, but he said it in one
I'm losing. I'm just going to drive the wrong way down the fucking track.
Yeah. It's like they've never played a game before. They're like, they'll go backwards. No one's thought
that film was, though. Like, that guy had that whole company of people trying to take over and win that prize, which is clearly a blatant rip-off of that bloke with that fucking warehouse trying to get the gold ticket for his spoiled daughter. But why didn't he just make an army and raid the fucking server base and take over it that way?
Wouldn't it have been cheaper to make his own alternate game?
Yeah.
Because that game was never getting updated. The guy was dead. It was like, the game's done. We're never going to update it until somebody wins it. So why wouldn't you just make an alternate game and go, look, we have updates and new shit. Come over here. Surely that'd be cheaper.
Yeah. I mean, a PSVR 2 time crisis would be the
magic of the game.
It's almost like there's plot holes.
Yeah. The whole thing baffled me. It's a good film-ish, but it's got a lot of plot holes. Back to Swiss cheese.
Speaking of movies, am I right in saying you two have both seen the new Matrix now?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
Yeah.
I really liked it.
I don't get the hate for it. I thought it was fucking great.
The middle
really great.
The middle third is too long, and Jada Pinkett Smith shouldn't have been in this movie because she suddenly, not to spoil it, but she got really old and she developed the voice of somebody who lived in the deep south out of nowhere. Oh, good to see you, Neil. How you been? What? That's not your voice in any of the movies. Why are you now speaking like this?
That was fucking uncanny.
I've been growing strawberries, Neil. You want to try? Whoa. It's like, what the fuck's happened here? This is the Matrix. Move it on. Come on.
And I also like that they were like trying to flog me. I feel like they were trying to sell me an espresso machine. I don't know why, but I felt like I needed to buy a coffee machine.
I'll tell you what I love about
glasses look amazing.
I love the little nods to the original movie. I think that's what I liked about it the most.
You mean the clips of the original movie they spliced throughout the entire film?
the game.
I like how they explained it. It was to make. Sorry, we're ruining it. If you haven't seen it in the chat, by the way, this is a spoiler conversation. Yeah, you didn't remember when you saw because my face is different. So I'm showing you what happened the other time, literally by projecting it on sheets behind me whilst I speak to you. He like literally explains it like that, so that they can get away with just showing you the first movie in the background.
Yeah, that's the whole film. It repeats it. It's good.
It's good.
I don't like about it.
If you go in expecting it to be as action-packed as the second and third Matrix, you'll be disappointed because it's not about the shooty guns. It's about the story and it's a love story. It's a love fucking film. It's a film about Neo and Trinity.
It's a modern day Moulin Rouge. That's what it is.
They needed to fucking tie that loose end because I thought they did them dirty at the end of the third Matrix. I thought, they're praising him up. Neo, he's the one, and then fucking.
I stand corrected though. They also they cleared up the doing the dirty. That little girl who was like, I did it for Neo. I hated that bit in Matrix 3. It was such a dog ending, and they sort of gave that kid a redemption. So fair play.
And they keep the new sky and the new color scheme, and it's all bright and nice instead of just green everywhere.
Yeah.
What's a shame is because it's done so fucking terribly. I don't think we'll get another one. I feel like it was a perfect building block to.
Do you know what though? It depends how many people watch it on HBO Max because it'll just it's streaming and analytics mean everything now compared to sale monies. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and Neil Patrick Harris was
I also like to when Godzilla was there.
Fucking great.
There was an exec who was asked about the box office thing before the movie launched, or just after, and they said like, it doesn't look to recouping, and he said if Lana wants to make another movie. Regardless of budget, we'll back it because I think, like you said, they want it on their streaming service, don't they? Because they know it'll be one of those ones that people will watch all the time, like they do the original trilogy. They'll come back to it eventually and start growing. So I
enjoyed it more than 2 and 3 from a film point of view.
I like the way I like the way they integrated machines and humans. I thought that was something that they really could have built on, even if it's like sort of like fucking eventually getting enough machines on board to overthrow the fucking bad machines. There was so many cool things that they could now do after that movie for future movies. It would be silly for them to just go, nope, that's it. We're stopping right here.
Yeah.
Because there was so much they could do with it.
They're clearly still in the Matrix even when they think they're out, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's a very odd film. And it's one of those films I feel like I need to watch a few times to sort of understand it. But I don't think the majority of people that went on Twitter and bitched and moaned and online understood any of it. I think they just were like, why they're not shooting? Why they're not doing this? Do you know what I mean?
Why is he not fighting Agent Smith? Well, fucking
he was fighting Agent Smith. Did you not watch? He's just fighting the Frozen version of Agent Smith. All right.
The guy who replaced Morpheus, I really liked him. The guy who replaced Agent Smith, he was never going to fill those shoes. Let's be honest.
He was quite menacing, I thought.
It was supposed to be Hugo Weaving, and he couldn't do it because of commitment.
Yeah, I read that.
Do you know what? I think the guy who replaced him he did a great good job. He'll never be as good, but he did a great job, and you should all love Kristoff from Frozen. So
I thought he was
Kristoff.
I thought he was quite menacing. I thought he played the role very well. Neil Patrick Harris. I thought he played the role very well.
Is a lot better than I thought.
Oh, I didn't like him.
I liked him.
He wasn't as bad as he could have been.
Yeah.
Well, no, he could have, touched the Trinity inappropriately. I mean, that's bad.
Didn't like moaning that like Lawrence Fishburne wasn't in the film. It's kind of obvious why he's not in the film.
Yeah, it explains it.
They didn't stick to the Matrix Online though. They've wiped it from canon. He technically just got old.
Well, you think she doesn't actually say he died. She just said he stayed behind in the old way, and we left to make a new city. So you don't actually know what happened to him.
Oh, so
they built a shrine about him because they never went back to check. They just built a shrine and was like, "Oh, he stayed behind. We're not going to go back and check."
He's dead.
He's just sat in Zion on his own with a machine gun shooting any machines he sees. They're like, it's just a toaster and shit. He's just like,
it's 60 years though, isn't it? It's 60 years later, so he probably is dead by this point.
I wish they'd have just not put Jada Pinkett Smith in it. She was
I don't like her. I don't like her as a person. I think she's a fucking slimy bitch.
She did Will dirty, didn't she?
She did, but not just that. But she just
weird family. That why would you do that?
She comes across as a fucking sociopath. I just like there's things that she says, and it's just like, you're weird. There's something not right with her.
You need to watch Matrix 1 on its own, and it's amazing. Yeah. Matrix 2 and 3 are good, but they've aged really badly, like the graphics on them.
Yeah, they have.
Monica Bellucci, though, is fantastic. So
which one?
Monica Bellucci.
Yeah.
Oh, best she's ever looked in those Matrix movies.
Well. Really like the Animatrix, if you're like into your Matrix lore. And
this is what I love about the franchise. There's so much shit that they could do with it. There's like, I know they just made the Matrix Awakens. I mean, could you imagine a proper open world fucking full game of the Matrix? It'd be fantastic.
Maybe you'll come back in the next Matrix like Boba Fett. What Morpheus with like a Boba Fett thingy helmet on.
You get plugged in, like you come out of the Matrix to do all your attributes and your fucking skill points and shit. You get plugged back in, you go back. It's like, well, it's fucking Animus, isn't it, for fucking Assassin's Creed?
It's going to turn out that John Wick is actually in the Matrix. It's all just one big loop. That's what's going to happen.
Maybe over time.
It'd be really cool if, like, you see Neo and he looks down the street and there's like an action scene that was actually in John Wick playing out.
I didn't realise the director of John Wick was Keanu Reeves' like stunt double in the Matrix 1.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, so that's how I can say that's how they ended up making John Wick, because he knew him from
Keanu Reeves
on Matrix.
Is up there with Brendan Fraser for me. He had a few years where everything went a bit sideways, and then he's come back with a vengeance. It's fucking brilliant. I love Keanu, and he's such a nice person as well. All the shit he does. I read like he gave 70% of his profits from the new Matrix movie to a charity.
Yeah,
he's just research or something.
Yeah, he's just a genuinely nice bloke.
I saw people complaining about that, saying, "Oh my god, we get it. He's a nice guy," and then some people going, "Why do you only give 70%?" It's like, how about you go fuck yourself?
Yeah, all right? The millions that he got, and he's given most of that to fucking charity. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, the idiots who don't understand how taxes work, and they go, "Oh, it's just to write off against his taxes."
Yeah, I bet these are the same. I bet these are the same fucking people that like and share videos of people doing good deeds online. I can't stand those fucking people. Oh, watch me give this homeless man a burger. You're not doing a good deed for the sake of doing a good deed. You're doing a good deed so people can see you doing a good deed. That's a selfish thing. That's not a selfless thing. I fucking hate that.
Timber, thanks for joining. Thank you.
Timber! How's it going, buddy? Hope you had a good Christmas.
I think the perfect Matrix game is one that they just keep updating, right? And like you said, you get skill points, you level up, you jack back in, you fight agents. And then over time, you kind of just walk around the city and you're not even really worried about freeing people or fighting agents anymore. It's a bit like Assassin's Creed. You're not even assassins. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna make a Matrix game. That whole there's no way they would have done all that and there not be something in work. Surely to Christ, there's got to be. Yeah. I'd be disappointed if there isn't, because like
there's just so
the
much
amount of time and effort put into that, and so many companies involved, and they're just gonna piss dead and be like, "No, we're not doing that." I don't believe it. I don't fucking believe it.
Give it
don't forget to hit like if you are enjoying this video, guys. It really does help us out. And don't forget to share the shit out of it as well. We try and keep it entertaining for you.
Here we go.
Constantine. Yes.
Subscribe.
Fucking
hit that notification bell.
I would happily see a new I fucking can't find my word. Constantine movie. I get that movie was fantastic.
I want to talk about all the movies I've been watching this week, but we need to do a movie show because I've watched Ghostbusters this week, really good. I watched Shang-Chi.
Mate, I'm not even ashamed to admit it. I bawled my fucking eyes out at the end of Ghostbusters. I sat in the fucking theater, just proper bawling my eyes out. It was great.
Yeah.
I started watching Hawkeye. I'm 2 episodes into that now. I'm thoroughly enjoying it, to be fair. I didn't think I would. I don't really like Jeremy Renner. I think
I'm going to watch Eternals tomorrow. That's my next one.
Yeah, I've got that to watch.
I need to watch Jeremy Renner at some point. But...
Jeremy Renner looks like a fucking, a crackhead. He gives me that vibe. You know what I mean? It's nothing personal. He looks like life has been hard on him.
He's like a banana.
What the Seals do about that movie is like a movie chat like where we talk shit instead of about games, we talk about movies because I feel like we could talk about movies all loads. If you do like animes, movies, games, TV, like I really want to talk about Royal Rumble that's coming up as well. I need to vent about the Royal Rumble at some point when it comes out. So let us know in the comments if that's something you want to do.
I keep forgetting you're a wrestling buff.
I don't watch it as much anymore. I've sort of waned off it, but I still follow it.
Yeah, since I stopped training, I lost all interest in it. I just can't be asked. I've seen the inner workings now, so it's kind of ruined the magic for me.
Ever since Stone Cold and that era went, it was done with wrestling. That was the peak.
AEW is better than fucking WWE these days.
It's all.
I can't stand WWE these days. I got fucking Dexter New Blood to watch as well. We need to catch up on that. I did the first episode, don't watch the rest. Oh, mate, there's so much shit to watch.
Yeah. But yeah, we're going to wrap this episode up then. We've gone a bit over because we got a bit sidetracked by Matrix.
What was the last topic?
It was about VR, but Matrix is more interesting than VR. If it
that
was
explains how we got to Matrix.
Happy, but it's not. So, I hope you've enjoyed it. The fire's going out now, look. It's slowly going out. Stubbs' midweek gaming returns tomorrow, so check that out as well.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
After you've watched our retro podcast, if our retro podcast is on first, I don't know what time it is, so. But the GameCube show is more important because it's GameCube. Just saying. You ain't got a Gotcha Force on midweek gaming. If you have, I'll watch that as well, so don't worry.
Cerebral Paul's nickname, isn't it?
Gotcha Force.
Gotcha Force.
Fucking hell.
I'll tell you what, it's great to be back doing podcasts. I was going a bit fucking mad over Christmas. Like, this has become like one of my highlights of the week. So to be able to come on here and chat with you guys, I mean, it's awesome.
We were getting worried because you weren't replying on Discord. I was literally thinking Alucard would come to your house and drag you into his fucking basement or in his cupboard and you were in a bag. We were going to give it a couple of days.
Has anyone heard from Alucard? Like, no one, he's gone AWOL, isn't he? I think
the Alucard, if you're out there and you've not been arrested, hit us up.
Yeah, if you need a lawyer, you know where to contact us.
He might just show up when we for legal fees. The Saturday show. He'll probably just show up like 5 minutes before asking for
like nothing's happened. Yeah.
You just see him in he's got the apron on and the fucking gloves and stuff.
He's got the orange fucking jumpsuit. He's podcasting from prison. Amazing.
Tell you, just before we log off, 2 things I've watched this week which have been amazing. Korean TV programs, Hellbound on Netflix and The Silent Sea. And my brother's just recommended another one to me. It turns out Netflix Korean programs, they are really fucking good. Who knew?
Yeah. You not watch Squid Game? That's fucking that's Korean.
That's next on my list as well. That's Korean, yeah.
Squid Game's great. Really great.
Shits about diversity on Netflix Korea. I've noticed everyone jokes about the Netflix adaptations.
They do great fucking horror movies like Train to Busan, and they did that.
The Host and stuff as well.
Yeah, and they did that zombie one. I can't think of the fucking name of it now.
That was Train to Busan, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Train to Busan 2 was shit though. I wouldn't bother watching that. He got a much higher budget and the movie suffered because of it. But they did Alive. That's a very good Korean zombie movie. The Koreans get horror really well.
Death Note as well. They did one. I think they went off the rails a bit towards the end, but the first
just a bit.
1 or 2 were pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one when he was sat in an underground bunker with his polar opposite and stuff. I was like, yeah, you've lost the plot here, guys. It's time to fucking wrap it up.
But yeah, we'll call that a day. Thank you very much for everyone who's been watching. Thank you for everyone in chat. You've been very, very active. Timothy, the Stubbs, Alistair, Shizvane. I'm trying to go back and check anyone who I've forgotten.
It's great when you guys are here as well and chatting with us.
Masuko, Muppet, Eternal Shaddai. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for hitting that like button. Like I say, we'll be back on Tuesdays. This is just more of a sort of chilled out, shorter, less topic sort of podcast. As usual, we've gone off topic again, though. At the end, it's sort of derailed.
You're welcome. If I'm me, you can guarantee it's going off fucking topic.
Yeah, we've got loads of stuff coming this week on the channel. Like I said, we've got our Retro GameCube podcast tomorrow. Thursday, we've got open gaming chat where you can literally join in like this, but Ginna's running it, and you're on that side. It's opposite on the screen. So we'll post the link to the chat, like the thing we record on, and you can literally join in either with video or without, and put a topic up basically to chat about, and then we'll swap it between people. And that was really good last week. I joined in the chat for the whole show, pretty much apart from the last 5 minutes when my internet fucked up. So,
oh, you and your poor 40 meg.
I think I was patching about 6 things on Xbox. It was just like, no, mate.
I love the fact that you said you got the best internet on your stream.
I have, but it's still shit. Oh man, it's awful, but it's the best awful I can get. I've made sure I've got the cream of the crap. So.
The cream of the crap. Amazing.
And then Friday, have we got it on Friday yet? I don't even know anymore. We might have something on Friday. I don't think we do. Who knows? We've got the X-Girl Party USA podcast, which is normally on a Thursday night in the US, but it plays Friday morning in the UK. Loads of content, daily gaming reviews. If you can hit like, hit subscribe, just tell your friends about us. It helps. We've got a big push this year. We're going all out. Loads of new shows, loads of content.
We'll try and get 1,000 subs by the end of the year, don't we? We've got 500 at the end of last year. Hey, when are you doing your Final Fantasy VII stream?
Hopefully, it might be next week now. I was going to do it this week, but I've got I start my proper university stuff this week, so it depends how knackered I am over the next few days. Whether I do it this week.
Be a content creator. You don't need a good degree.
Bit old for university as well, and you look like Jump Street. Trying to blend in.
It's online, luckily.
My name's Ash.
My name is Ash.
Hello.
One strap the bag.
I would totally be Channing Tatum, so unused, not in the body, but in uncool now, because everyone is the opposite of how we were.
Whatsoever.
We all wore baggy hoodies and baggy fucking trousers and shit like that. And
your nickname is the Channing Tatum of the North.
What are you studying?
Data. Doing advanced data fellowship for machine learning and data analytics and stuff for work. But work are paid for it, so I get paid to do it during my work hours. So that's why I'm doing it.
Get yourself a fucking whatever they're called, Kinish. Do yourself cloud gaming. Trying to do university. Yeah. So luckily, like I say, it's mainly remote and on during my work, doing stuff at work. So, but I get a fucking honours degree out of it at the end of it, and I get paid. So it's always a bonus. So, but it's like they started it the week before Christmas, and then they're like, "Oh, you have to log your hours while you're at work." It's like, well, I'm off for 3.5 weeks. Like, oh, right. Well, so I'm now 3.5 weeks behind in logging hours, so I'm trying to catch up. Fucking hell.
The joys of work, mate.
Be careful. Yeah. Women love a data analyst. It's one of those known things, you know.
That's it. Fighting them off with a stick. Yeah, I'm getting the A's on me. That's all I want. I just want that bit of paper. I'm going to get my little hat. We go down to London this day, and we get a little hat. I can throw it. I'm like I'm cool.
Everyone around you is going to be looking like, look at this twat.
No, I'm not the youngest on it. There's a lot of old people on it. A lot of old.
To be fair, 2 years ago, I went back and did my GCSEs 2 years ago because I dropped out of school and was a failure. So I thought I'd go back and do them 2 years ago. That was good fun.
There's our life story, guys. And if that's not a reason to support our Patreon,
stay in school.
£1 our Patreon tier is £1, and you get access to our Discord. You get access to at least one Patreon exclusive video or some sort of show.
Pay for Ash's school supplies.
That's it.
Giveaways as well, and they're on the Patreon.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a load of giveaways as well that are just for Patreons. We've got a load of codes that we'll be starting doing for Patreons. We know times are tough. We're not asking for hundreds of quid. It's £1. It helps us cover the costs running Streamlabs and running a website and stuff like that. All costs money. We're happy to do it because we enjoy it.
For £1 a month, you can support Fabio with
that buys him
12 pints of milk.
Oh, Ash, did you forget
a month? It costs.
Did you forget to put it in the description?
I did the Patreon today. We made this live yesterday on YouTube. I'll put it in the description in a minute. But
for £1 a month, you can support Fabio with 10 pints of milk.
That's it. You get a little plushy Fabio. Do you like those?
Yeah.
Like
Fabio plushie. Amazing. That needs to happen. We need a Fabio plushie. It could be like a troll doll, but instead the hair's on his beard. You stick pencils up his ass.
We'll send you an a la carte. It's just an empty box. Nobody knows where he is.
Refresh your page. The link's there. There you go.
What a guy. Look at that.
What a
I'm
guy.
on it. Happy days. But yeah, other than that, thank you very much, everyone, for joining in. Yeah, we'll see you next Tuesday if you only watch this show. Fimbers put, I missed all that milk talk. You did, mate. You did. Next time, tune in on time, mate. Or watch the rerun. Go back when you finish. Rewatch it again, and you get it twice as much then.
If you've not seen The Matrix, maybe skip a bit.
Yeah.
And let us know in the comments or on Twitter or our Discord if you want to see us do like a TV movie show, because I want to do that. But it depends. We don't want to do it if no one wants to watch it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
it's bad enough doing some shows when it's just me and Gina talking to ourselves and talking to ourselves in chat. Do you know what I mean? So, no worse. But yeah. Oh,
excellent. Right.
Great. No worries, everyone. We'll see you soon. Bye for now. See you next week.
Arrivederci, all that.
Do you know what? I'll even finish us the good old-fashioned way.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.